Hello, my fish friends. Let's see what today's reading has for you. Starting off, of course, with the fish as your significator, so you may be a water element. Water may be important to you in some regard. Obviously, beyond being a human who needs to drink water. There it is. Okay. Restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable and travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. So it sounds like focus is definitely an issue for you. Okay, whether that's, some sort of attention deficit disorder or whatever. Just maybe right now you have focus issues for whatever reason. On the positive side, so the tea leaf cards are here to help you determine whether or not this is your reading. We have Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. And you also have Cobweb, which is a really nice card. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. So that's good. Next up, we have November and March. This means that there is something significant about each of those months for you, and you already know it. So maybe something's happened in the past, maybe something's happening in the future, maybe it's birthdays, anniversaries, some kind of event or events that happen or have happened will be happening in those months that you already know about that makes them significant. Next, we have Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem, and Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. I think this bridge is going to help you with your journey. Obviously, carriage needs a bridge, right? So, looking pretty good. Let's see what tarot has for you. And we are going with the Crow Tarot. Wow, the cards are just exploding out today. Sometimes I have to shuffle and shuffle. Oh dear, we have King of Cups in reverse. We have King of Wands in a crossing position. And we have Six of Wands also in reverse. All right, I'm going to try to set these up the way they fell. We have Six of Swords in reverse and Six of Pentacles. Wow, this happened yesterday too. Lots of sixes. Why do you guys keep getting sixes? Page of Pentacles in a crossing position. And the Lovers underlying all of this. Okay. Interesting. So, if the page is in the upright, I sometimes take them as a child involved in the situation. However, we have this page as a crossing influence, so that's completely different. We have the King of Cups in reverse, so this is someone who's very bad at expressing themselves, and although they may have a great deal of understanding and insight into others' emotions, I don't think they're very considerate of them. And they may just simply have a great deal of trouble being open. On top of that, we have the King of Wands in a crossing position. So it's not quite clear whether this is a upright. Well, I shouldn't say it's not quite clear. It's undecided at this point in time which way this King of Wands is going to swing. Are they going to be an upright King of Wands? So somewhat, well, very passionate, very courageous, brave, strong enough to have perhaps difficult conversations, such as the kind the King of Cups in reverse would avoid. Or are they going to go the King of Wands in reverse route and just be fiery and impulsive and selfish and do what they want to do and to hell with everybody else? Okay, and next to this, of course, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So some pretty strong tendencies to worry about other people's opinions, a desire to be in the limelight, perhaps even a belief that you are the center of the world in some fashion. Sounds a bit narcissistic. We all have narcissistic tendencies. Some people have more than others. And this King of Cups in reverse has me a little concerned. So, Six of Swords in reverse and Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're not going anywhere. And there has not been any kind of real reciprocity. There's been a lot of immaturity. Instead of diligence, there's perhaps been laziness, an unwillingness to make a choice, a difficult decision, a need to level up. But instead, perhaps this Page of Pentacles may also be indicating laziness. Laziness, stubbornness, unwillingness to change. And here we have this call to change, to make a decision. To level up. Is that kale? I think there's kale on this card. I can't stand kale. Maybe you love kale. Or maybe like me, you can't stand it. I don't know. That looks like kale. I know it's supposed to be trees, but it looks like kale. I also know these are collages, so maybe they used kale to stand in for trees. All right. Okay, so I guess I should also mention that I am one of those people who finds that kale burns. So perhaps you have been burnt by past choices, and now there is a reluctance. I could see the King of Cups in reverse having a reluctance to express themselves after criticism for being emotional. That's a fairly common occurrence, unfortunately. If this is about two people, which the Lovers suggests it very well may be, or, well, I'll just go with that because there is this third person here, this Page of Pentacles. But that can easily be an aspect of one or both of these kings. So I look at all of these as aspects of the personality, all of these court cards especially. And becoming a fully developed, evolving, I don't think we ever become truly evolved. Human being involves becoming a master of each of these suits. And it may be that the area of Pentacles is something that has not worked out well to date for you, or the person on your mind. Or basically one or both people in this reading. Interesting. I mean, we do have the Lovers card here. I'm not clear on... I'm not entirely clear on what kind of connection this is, though. I mean, I keep seeing that heart at the bottom of the Lover's card, and the crows are bowing to it. And there's a couple more crows flying in the background. The other thing of interest about crows in particular is that they frequently have 3 adults per family unit. So in order to raise their offspring, they have found it to be more effective to have 3 adults caring for the offspring. So they form triads. I don't know where the right word. To care for the offspring. And we do have 3 people here, or possibly 3 people here. That's not quite clear. Okay. Let's see. And 3 6s. 6 may be important to you. You may want to look up the meaning, the numerological meaning of 6s. Numerology. Yes, numerology meaning of 6s, not numerological. Numerology meaning of 6s may be helpful to you. I think they have to do with balance, but I'm not a numerology person. You do have miracles here. Well, you did have protection. This card right here. So, messenger, movement, travel. It's funny. Well, you had the 6 of Swords come out, but in reverse. Lack of progress. And here we have progress, movement, travel. But it's a wish, a dream, a potential that may yet come to pass. Because you do have miracles. The Star card. However, persistence is required. Also, strategic planning. We might be going with 2 across this time because, look at that. Sorry, my cards are getting all messed up. But we have Anvil, resolve, purpose, focus, concentration, resilience. Take determined action. Strength and persistence. And here we have strategic planning, precision, gaining momentum, cause and effect, progress. And now, oh, this came out right next to it, so I guess I will be doing 3 across. This Lover's card keeps trying to escape. Okay, balance, centered, meditate, integrate opposing forces, flow, getting into flow state. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but it's really, really nice. It doesn't last forever, but it's really nice. Letter, communication. Effort required. Oh boy. Bellows. Fan the flames. Impulse. Breathe. Oh dear. Okay. And now we have red herring. So some sort of communication that is probably going to lead to a distraction. So we have catalyst here. I think this letter could really ignite a flame. It's going to probably be very distracting just because of the reaction it will provoke in you. Or it has provoked in you. And then we have going places, adventure, believe in your power, believe in your instincts, trust your inner knowing. So, are you trying to escape? Or is there really a trip in the offing? You did have the bridge and, yeah, right here, a journey, either physical or mental. Funny how they're lining up, isn't it? Okay. So it may be that this trip is to your inner knowing, inside yourself. Self-knowledge, developing your intuition, your inner knowing, confidence, guidance. Yeah, this is really gonna distract you from that. I think this is gonna be very, or it could be, something that really throws you out of balance. So you've got the balance right here, but it's precarious. It's delicate. So you've got all this persistent effort, planning, balance, and then you've got something coming in that will tend to throw you off balance. So you're going to have to make that journey again, back to balance, back to your inner knowing, your inner guide. Oh, back to commitment. Reawaken lost hopes. Uncommon bonds. It's possible with the Lover's card. So, you have a challenge coming up, if it hasn't arrived already. Manifest deepest desires, all in for what you love. Reawaken lost hopes. Only you will know what that is. But you are definitely, this is definitely a challenging reading. There's a desire for progress, a desire for a miracle, honestly. And then there's a commitment to working on it, to achieving this goal, whatever it is. But things are going to distract you. You're going to have to recommit. So it may be that you go through the same lesson again in a slightly different way, slightly different format. That's not unusual. It's annoying. It's very annoying. You may think, what the heck, I already did this. But if this, whatever it is, can distract you, throw you off balance, then clearly you needed to go through it again. So I'm going to grab a couple of archetype cards for you, and we'll see where that brings us. Oh, wow, that popped right out. Your cards are really coming out quickly today. Okay. We got 3. The Bardo. The Bardo always interests me. It's taken straight from Tibetan Buddhism, I think. There's a book called The Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. I think that's what it's called. It's a really good book. Strongly recommend it. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say to us. We're going to start with 56, the gem. I'm not going in numerical order. The gem, the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth and amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. So, you are on an inner journey. Okay, when light, unique, shining, generative, irreplaceable. When dark, envy, greed, and grasping. The moments of your life that glimmer are clues to where the gem resides. Don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to be repeated again. Find yours. In mythology, the diamond is often linked to the daemon, or inner light, that leads us toward our true self, our purpose, our destiny. Oh, big doings in your life. All right, 50. The Bardo. The liminal, the in-between, the transition. It is said that the Bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. You may receive messages from those who are no longer with us or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the Bardo, there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. When light, spaciousness, grace, forgiveness, truth. When dark, ferment, dislocation, hallucination, transience. When the veil between this life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred. This allows for remarkable healing and vision. And it's right on top of your wolf here. The way these cards have fallen today has just been amazing to me. The Bardo is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognizing what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from beyond. Who is speaking? Go ahead and listen. So you also got the Bridge card, and that's reminding me of this pretty strongly. Okay, next we have 46, the womb. Let's see. There it is. The nest, the belly, the origin. Everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond the beginning, the mother beyond the mother, in a world that often negates the power and necessity of femininity, of motherhood. This card returns us to the warmth, tenderness, and sacred intelligence from which we came. It is a card of receiving, not achieving, of accepting love from the mother of us all. She is the life-giving force that forgives and cherishes even the most wounded and disparate soul. No matter how lost you are, the womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. This card is a call to keep things simple, to return, to be reborn in the name of love. The womb is everywhere. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it as it is within us. When light, nourishment, harmony, warmth, love. When dark, stricken, ecological crisis, infertility, imbalance. I'm reminded of the Strength card. So Strength is a card that tells us that all the things that we believe are weaknesses, well, not all the things, but a number of the things that we believe are weaknesses, such as sensitivity, being a good listener, being compassionate for oneself as well as for others, and internal awareness, that all these things are weaknesses when in fact they are strengths. And not allowing yourself to develop these qualities, to connect with these qualities, is to make yourself brittle. And less than you can be. What was I reading? Consider that Mother Earth must also have a mother. Imagine her. What would honoring the feminine look like to you? What would honoring the mother look like to you? Where would you begin imagining yourself as loved? Where would you begin? Oh, so it's two different sentences. Where would you begin? Imagine yourself as loved is a good place to start. All right. It looks to me like you are very much on a journey, an inner journey, not an external journey. And right now you are neither here nor there. You are exploring things that are typically called softness, weakness, and undervalued. And you're finding that they are part of you, regardless of what your gender is. And having them become integrated parts of yourself will make you a more complete person, not less of a person. And it seems that that will help you find your path, your gem, your brightness. I am wishing you all the best.